better.
So now you can hear me loud and clear. Awesome. Welcome to the call, John G. Welcome, welcome. Loving to see your beautiful faces out there. If you haven't yet to do so, we'd love to hear from you. Please state your name and where you're calling from. Awesome. Congratulations for making it onto the call. We're going to start off with some great information. So, this will be a great opportunity for you to reach out to your family and friends, members or non-members. Feel free to reach out to them. Let them know this call is taking place. Some great information is going to be relayed to you today. If you haven't yet to do so, we'd love to hear from you. Please state your name and where you're calling from.
Oh,
Welcome, welcome. Congrats for making it onto the line this great morning. If
Arturo
you have
González, California.
Arturo, welcome to the call there. California's in the building. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you just now joined the call, let's hear from you. Please state your name and where you're calling from.
Darren, South Carolina.
Hey, hey there, Darren. Welcome to the call.
Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you just now joined the call, we'd love to hear from you. Please state your name and city, state, or even your country that you're representing. Let us know where you're calling from.
Felicia from Arkansas.
Hey there, Felicia from Arkansas. Welcome to the call, gorgeous.
Thank
John
you.
from Alabama.
John from
John from
Alabama.
Alabama.
Welcome to the call.
Good morning, Maria from the
Great morning.
DMV.
Great morning to you, Maria from the DMV. Welcome,
Thank you.
welcome. You're absolutely welcome.
Nathaniel, Houston, Texas.
Hey, hey, Nathaniel's in the building. Houston, welcome to the call.
Good morning, Jackie Meadows, Denver, Colorado.
Great morning. There's the other best half of the Meadows team, Meadows. Welcome, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get this party started shortly. Please state your name and city, state, or even your country that you're calling from.
David Leggett, Kennesaw, Georgia.
David, welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Please state your name, city, state that you're calling from. This will be a great time to grab your notepad, your pens, take some amazing copious notes. This will be some great information that's going to be relayed to you on this call. So this will be that great time to reach out to your family, friends. Let them know this call is taking place. Welcome, welcome. If you're just now joining the call, please state your name and where you're calling from. If you are speaking, your line is probably muted out. Just hit mute one time only to unmute yourself and state your name and where you're calling from. And feel free to mute yourself out afterwards if you have any background noises. We'd love to hear from you. Please state your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, April from California.
Hey there, April. Love your profile picture. Welcome, welcome.
Daryl Clark, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Hey there, Daryl. Welcome to the call, lady.
Ignacio,
Hey there.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Ignacio, welcome to the call.
Leslie, South Carolina.
Let's see, South Carolina. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just now joining the call, we'd love to hear from you. Please state your name and where you're calling from.
Jerry Snell, Flowery Branch, Georgia.
Hey there, Jerry. Welcome to the call. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just now joining the call,
Recording in progress.
we'd love to hear from you. Please state your name and where you're calling from.
All right, Mrs. Bean, thank you very much. And definitely want to say I appreciate you for hosting and getting everybody on board, making sure people in a position to receive. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Samuel Bean. I'm out of Houston, Texas, VP of Sales for the Build Network and the Build Trading Academy. Guys, excited that you guys get a chance to hear what we have to say today. This is the first part of our Super Saturday event, okay? And I want to make sure that we are in a position to serve you guys today. So again, like Mrs. Bean said, get you something to write with, something to type with, so you can take some notes because this information can be life-changing, okay? And so as you can see right there on the slide, guys, today we're going to be talking about embracing education, innovation, and automation, right? And for me, this is exciting times for me because you're going to hear about something that people told me about many, many years ago, and I didn't take advantage of it, and I live to regret it. And I'm gonna show you why. Okay. But before I do that, definitely want to give you guys a disclaimer, guys. I am not a financial advisor, and all information shared during this event is for educational and informational purposes only. Okay. The Build Network and Omni do not guarantee income or financial results. So trading involves risk. Past performance does not guarantee future success. Participants are encouraged, right, to use discretion and to seek independent financial advice before making trading decisions. And when you look at that last line, I alluded to it, a moment ago. Do not ever give anyone your money to trade for you, guys. Okay. So you have a lot of companies, guys. We went through a phase, as a world, right? And when I say as a world, you have a lot of people out there who came up with a lot of hedge fund type companies, a lot of companies who were PAM type companies that you invested money in and you allowed them to trade, or so you thought they were trading on your behalf. And, a lot of us came up. My wife and I, we actually invested multiple six figures in one in particular, and we came up short. We lost that money, right? And we lost it not because we gave it to the wrong person. We lost it because we didn't actually learn how to trade so we could trade it ourselves. Let's just call it what it is. Okay. Anytime you have to pay someone to do it for you guys, that comes with the ultimate risk. Okay. And so I have a friend who is a very astute entrepreneur and business person who offered to teach me how to trade. He has his own trading academy years ago, and he was going to teach me for free. But as they say, a good life would get in the way of a great life. My wife and I were doing amazing things, made multiple six figures in three different arenas, right? And so at that point in time, trading was something that was going to take time away from my current life and what I thought. And so me not learning how to trade, though, him having that conversation with me, he let me know that, I mean, guys, the only reason you're upset and you're mad and angry about the money you lost is because it leads back to you making that decision, not learning how to trade. So again, don't give anybody your money to trade for you guys. Learn how to trade it yourself. That way you can do what we're going to be talking about in just a moment. Okay. So when you look at the Build Trading Academy, the Build Trading Academy combines the experience of master traders with the genius and simplicity of our automated trading app, Einstein. Okay. Trading can help you build your own economy. And that's going to be very, very important because the economy that you live in today, you don't control. And as you saw over the last 9 months to 10 months, anything can happen, right? And a lot of people can be affected. And so you want to put yourself in a position where you're empowering yourself. You're the president under your own roof, and you're the one that controls the economy under your roof to the penny. Okay. But also about the Build Trading Academy was created so that people all around the world would be able to take control of their finances and insulate themselves from non-controllables like COVID, government decisions, layoffs, tariffs, rising costs of living, and more. So, when you look at COVID, guys, and I go back to COVID because, my wife and I, we did pretty good during COVID because we had residual income. As a matter of fact, our income went up during COVID. But you had 30,000 companies that closed their doors at that time and 20 million people with no money in the bank account, right? No job, no money, and nothing but problems and challenges. Now, you had a lot of people out there, and I may be talking to some of you guys. If you got a phone call, text message, or something saying, "Hey, join this trading academy," or "Let me teach you how to Zoom, or how to trade," or whatever it is, "Let me trade for you," or "We at this company that'll trade for you." Put one in the chat. I want to know who I'm talking to. I want to make sure that I'm talking to the right audience because if 2 million people went home with no money, a lot of people got phone calls. Okay. And so there we go. We're starting to see them pop in. There you go. There you go. There you go. Me, me, me. So a lot of people did not take that serious. Okay. But when people went back to work and COVID was going away, there was a lot of people who did not have to go back to work because they did learn how to trade. A lot of those people are still home today, living from the comfort of their own home based on what they learned that's kept them off their job. You got 60,000 people in the beginning of the year, this year, lost their job based on governmental decisions, right? The administration we stand has people at home or on furlough or people who are working for free based on their decisions, not the decision of the individual who was affected. I have a young lady who's a part of the Trading Academy, Dr. Arlene George. She's a doctor in the military, right? And she's not feeling the same effect as people who are in the military with her who are working for free at this moment because she actually is a part of our trading academy and she trades and she's making money while they're figuring. Okay. So when you look at trading, you want to consider it like income insurance as you see there on the bottom. Okay. You have life insurance, you have car insurance, you have home insurance, right? You have health insurance in case anything goes wrong, but nobody has income insurance. And that's what trading really is. Okay. So why should you learn how to trade with us, guys? You can trade from anywhere, the bed, the bar, the bath, the beach, the boonies, it doesn't matter. We're talking about trading with no boundaries as long as you have a cell phone or a computer. Okay. We have accomplished and seasoned traders in multiple asset classes, guys. And guess what? They speak multiple languages. Okay. To build a true retirement account without paying financial advisors to do so. And this is the thing about financial advisors, guys. You have good people and you have bad people, right? And when you have people who know that once you invest with them, every time they put your money in a trade and invest for you, guess what? They get paid whether you win money or lose money. Okay. And so again, nobody's going to treat your money, grow your money, and scale your money, right? Like you would. Okay. But also to generate revenue, to fund investments and other business projects. And it's also so simple. Yeah, your children can actually learn. As my father was a plumber, right? My mother was a substitute teacher, right? And we grew up on government assistance, Section 8 housing, right? Doing a lot of things, that I will hand-me-down clothes, right? Just a lot of different things that I suffered through as a child because I was born into poverty, right? Back in the day, my parents didn't even have the option to learn how to trade. That wasn't on the table, right? So people today don't have an excuse. They don't have a reason, right, for that. But you have people who have their children trading, like Donnie Pips, one of our master traders. He has a 11-year-old who a couple of weeks ago just pulled $925 out of the market on 11 years old. Guys, I'm telling you, you have people who are 40, 50 years old. It takes them a whole week to make $925. My 17-year-old son is now learning how to trade with my wife, right? And we're putting our kids in a position where it doesn't matter what happens again in the government around the world, they can take full advantage, of what of trading and what it brings to the table. Okay, imagine leaving your kids in a position where for a fact they're financially set, not based on what they have in the bank, but what they have in their head. Okay, that's what this is all about today. Okay, so to become a profit center and fund and support the economy under your roof, talked about that a little bit earlier, and to become the bank so you can leverage, guys, your do. And most people don't understand how banks work. That's why they put their money in the bank. That if you understood how the bank worked, you would actually become the bank. See, when you actually sign that promissory note or you sign that power of attorney, once you said, I'm opening my account, you make that deposit, they make a withdrawal. Okay. You put their money in the bank, they put your money in the market. Right. And when they put your money in the market, guess what? Guys, they're making 300, 500% returns, 5,000% returns based on how long you keep it in the bank. Guys, they're using it and compounding it and flipping your money, right? Guys, the bank is the only business I know that can open up with no money and end up with all the money. Think about it. You want to go to the bank and get your money out of the bank, guys, guess what? You have to make an appointment to do so. You know why you have to make an appointment? It's because they want to keep your money for another 2 or 3 days or 4 or 5 days so they can continue to make money off of it while you wait to get what's already yours. Okay. So I'm just saying, behave like the bank. You go put your money in the market after you learn how to do so. Okay. So who are we looking for? Guys, there are a lot of people, that qualify, as trade students, and but there are certain demographics that just stand out, pop out like, a sore thumb. And when you look at categories like women who are out here, women who, when you think about it, they want consistency, they want security, they want predictability, right? No woman out there who has a family wants to be in a position where she may be laid off and be looking for another job, right? Or her business is closed and she can't take care of her kids. So this is one of the reasons why you see in a male-dominated platform, the amount of women traders have increased by 20%. And to show you even more how serious women are about, their financial futures, the number of investors who are women have increased by 60%. Okay. You also have college students who realize real fast that what they're going to college for, they won't be able to work in that industry when they graduate, so they drop out, right? And so instead of them dropping out, they can drop into trading, right? You have kids who graduate and if they didn't have parents that had homes, they wouldn't have any place to go because they can't work. They have a really good situation now. They can go home and trade with a roof over their head and then work their way out of the mom's and dad's house, right? Financial professionals, entrepreneurs, people who have trading communities, guys. This is a great place. Social groups, for my soccer moms, and for our stroller dads, right? People who have groups and cliques of individuals that want to actually trade together, do something lucrative together, right? We want to impact everybody, but they're just, again, we want to start with people who just want more out of life, right? Okay. So the people who we have on board that's going to help you get to the goals that you're willing to work for, guys, is this amazing array of people here. You look at a trading academy, right? Because you're only as good as the traders in the academy that have when I say a background of accomplishments. All these individuals have had and still do have trading communities where they teach masses of people. They have some here who have, let's say, they've traded on Wall Street. Some have actually accomplishments like they're a seven-figure quants trader. They have a black belt in Six Sigma. They've been trading for 20, 30 years. Some have actually been training for 10, 15, 20 years, guys. And they do it all in different categories and different languages, right? So you're going to get what you need, right? Now, the trading training curriculum, guys, this is, again, when you have so many different traders on board who are training, you actually have more information afforded to you. So the foundational training that guys get, you're going to learn the basics, right? And we'll walk you through this thing all the way to your proficiency, right? Till you get to the point where you know it and you can take the wheel on your own. And when you feel like you're close, but you're not there yet, we have the training wheels for you when it comes to our tools and our software. But as you can see here, guys, everything from introducing trading goals and other major pairs, stocks, options, and futures, how to chart software, how to set up a broker account, all the way down to supply zones and demand zones, demo trading, and all that good stuff, foundational trading, and then essentials, how to create a trading plan, candlestick patterns, price action, right? Patterns and inflection points, right? Trade psychology like scalp trading, day trading, swing trading, live trading. Guys, we have, everything a person needs. Okay. And it's not confusing. It's actually the opposite. Okay. So when you look at Einstein, guys, Einstein is a brilliant brain. He's synonymous for high level thought, right? When you look at our technology is the best on the market. There's nothing out there smarter than our technology. So why not name it Einstein? Imagine having the smartest piece of trading technology in the world, making financial decisions with you, not for you. Okay. We don't want to handicap you because when it comes to technology is only as good as the human being that programmed it. But if you program yourself how to trade and you have, Einstein that said, you know what, great student, click the button, right? You feel a whole lot better taking those trades. So when it comes to Einstein scanner, guys, how does it work? You look at Einstein as your personal trading assistant. Okay, it identifies with high probability trade setups that line up with what you have been learning. Keep in mind, guys, I'm going to always go back to what you've been learning. Okay, we want you to learn. We don't want you to just buy technology. Everybody sells technology. We want you to become the technology. Okay, it doesn't just send out alerts. It empowers you to trade with confidence and by pinpointing winning trades through data-driven signals. Right? It's like riding a bike with training wheels, as my partner Danny Pacheco likes to say. Right? So when it comes to Omni, what is Omni? Omni Trading is a technology platform that can mirror advanced algorithms or live professional traders to execute trades based on predefined criteria. Hey, I love this platform, guys. I love what it's about to do for people all around the world. But it's designed to minimize human intervention and capitalize on market opportunities faster. Right? It puts a person in a position where they get the benefits of speed, efficiency, and reduce emotional bias. Guys, when you talk about emotional bias, that means that you're no longer in control, right? You're no longer guided by your disciplines, by your rules, by your strategies, right? Now you're guided by your emotions. And if you lose a trade while you're emotional, guys, what ends up happening is you top out. What ends up happening is you start making bad decisions and you blow your accounts. Okay. When you actually have technology and you're tied yourself to people who are trading live with you or algorithms that are working with you on your behalf, guys, it takes, it minimizes and reduces greatly the emotions that you use and would normally use in trading. Okay. But Omni gives the power to the people, right? Yeah. Customers have full control of their accounts and the ability to trade how they want, right? You can pause or stop the trade without actually waiting on the algorithm or the expert to do it for you. Okay. You can set your risk levels and trade in multiple rooms to mitigate your risk. We want to make sure you don't put all your eggs in one basket, and we're not that company that has that one miracle asset class, right? Keep track of all the trades executed and watch your accounts grow. Okay. And then you choose and connect with any broker from the list of authorized and available brokers that we have on board. And that list is continuing to grow. Okay. So why user initiated automated trading is the future of trading, guys. 50% of the US equity trades and algorithmic and global algorithmic trading market projected to grow, $20 billion by the end of 2025. Okay. It helps you unlock and tap into the $7 trillion a day Forex market. It's a live market and it's running 5 days a week, guys. And it gives you the biggest opportunity to come into the market, right? With the least amount of skin in the game, right? But with the highest amount of leverage. Okay. It simplifies trading with turnkey solutions that are on your phone, automated and user friendly. So why does it matter? Growing demand for data-driven trading, scalability and global adoption. The busier people get, the more help they're going to need. Okay. And so you got to be ahead of the technology curve, before it happens, not while it's happening. Okay. But Omni does the trade execution in real time. So when you look at Omni can mirror the trades of successful traders and provide real-time automated execution for the community, allowing individual users the ability to activate their own trades. Get that. Okay. Omni can mirror master accounts using algorithmic trading and execute them instantly from for our community. Think about this for a second. I have people who I have access to, like say Donnie Pips or Rusty Castellano or JCL Lara Quinta. Let's say if I want to take a USB cord and run it from my brain to Roxy Castellanos' brain. I get to download and dump everything that she's learned from trading. Okay. With the click of a button, right? It's the same thing with Omni, right? And so real-time information without having to run that USB from one brain to the other, right? But one, market data goes to two, algorithmic analysis. Three, buy and sell decisions. And four, trade execution. Right? With Omni, guys, together we trade, together we win. And in a few steps, offer private automated trading experience to our community. And I like to say it's as simple as 1, 2, 3, right? Number one, create an account. So you'll download the Omni admin app from the App Store and create your account in a few steps. Number two, set up strategies. You'll connect a master account from any broker and establish a subscription price. Okay. And number three, you'll start trading. Okay. It's as simple as that. You post your trades to the master account and all the customers' accounts will execute the same trades. Okay. And if you read the bottom, there are a lot of you guys who are like me. You might have a little trauma, all right, with past experiences, and you just want to know you're dealing with the right company and that that company is legit. Well, Omni and its affiliates are registered as a commodity trading advisor, CTAs, and they're introducing a broker with the CFTC and are members of the NFA. So when you go to those accounts, you go to those sites, you see the Omni representation as a company or as a platform, as an app on that site. You'll have a lot of people who say they are, but they're betting that you won't go and verify. Okay. They have a lot of slick talking people out there that you might want to verify 100% of what they're saying. Now, as a member of the actual program, as a member of our Trading Academy, guys, we want you to be able to enjoy the life that you're building. Okay? We want to make sure that you are not just working hard, that you're relaxing hard, playing hard, right? Lifestyling hard, right? And so we're going to give you this. This is a member perk and a benefit that you don't have to pay anything extra for, But because you chose our community to learn how, you're going to get your own private wholesale pricing booking engine. You're going to actually save up to 70% in savings on your stays at hotels and resorts. You get 4 and 5 star hotel and resort hotel 2 and 3 star prices, right? Over 1 million properties globally to choose from, over 3,000 counted curated trips, and every trip is tax deductible for our business people. Guys, I have people who are business owners and salespeople who travel a lot. They use this a lot, and they don't pay full price for anything. I don't personally pay full price for anything. I'm saving $300 to $1,000 every time I go somewhere, and because that's what rich people do. Wealthy people, they don't spend 100% of their money trying to impress people, because savings is the new earnings. And for those of you who have family members that like to travel as well, guys, because you're a member, the company says that we will allow you to give your friends, your families, your colleagues access to the the traveling program for just $29 a month, and they get 100% of everything that you got. And that annual trip, guys, every year on your company says we will give you a stay 4 or 5 star resort or hotel, with a value of $4 or $5,000 every year, like clockwork. And guess what? Your family members and friends, they get the same access to that as well for $29 a month, for less than $350 a year. Okay. Dreamscapes, I said 3,000 curated, wholesale prepackaged trips. This is what these are: 3,000 locations around the world. So if it's on your bucket list, right, get it into reality. Go ahead and pay a very, very small price for a high level, getaway. Now, one of the things that I was excited that, how can we help the people who are actual students? Because what I'm finding is that people need more and more money to stay in their house or to come in their house now more than ever, right? And you have a lot of universities that are filled with students, right? Some thousands of students, some tens of thousands of students, and but everybody can't afford to go there. So what they do is they actually pay students in certain universities for referring other students, for recruiting other students. Okay, University of Central Florida, they have a Golden Feather cash referral program. Arizona State University, they have a tuition discount and cash referral program. The University of Alabama, refer a friend incentive and bonuses, guys. And this is not just in the U.S. I was talking to Evans Kaganye in Kenya, Africa. He says they do that there as well. And so, guys, if the most successful universities out there in the world are doing this, why shouldn't we? So we actually pay, our students, our trading students, for referring, other students to our community. Okay, think about getting a 4 year degree at a university and not having to pay a dime, not having to have a student loan. You basically got a free ride because you referred enough students to that university to do that. But think about, after you actually come into the program, you never ever have to, pay for your monthly tuition because it's taken care of. And not only is it taken care of, because you're referring, people who understand trading and want to trade with you, moms, who are soccer moms, moms who want to have their own money, or moms who want to help the household, college student, whatever it is, dads that are in your stroller club communities. And the company said, we're going to pay you a referral fee for doing it. And it's going to come to you every month that they're on their subscription and they're paying their tuition to be a student. Guys, you can design a lifestyle, and you can now go full time like Major Cephas did, because he started referring people to the company. The company's paying him referrals, and now he's full time learning how to trade as a student while his referrals are paying for his membership. Okay? And so, again, it's just I just want to make sure that we are helping, right? We're not just here to, make money while we're building a community. We're here to build something special for people all around. People. Okay. So, how much does Build Trading Academy cost? When it comes to the education and trading tools packs, you get the trade curriculum that I went over earlier, as you can see there, but you also get access to those amazing traders that I introduced you to. Basically, you saw their photos, you saw their backgrounds, you get access to them. Build Academy, Forex education, option education, futures education, digital asset education. But here, you don't get Einstein, you don't get Omni, but again, you have access to the live trading, live trainings. Yeah, you got a foundation, you got the basics. $199 one time. And that lets you know right there that we want to help, because you're walking in for pennies on the dollar out the gate. Okay, and that's a one time, and then $99 a month. Okay, but if you refer four, guys, you pay no more. Right? When you refer four, your tuition at $99 goes away. Right? And so now you're learning from the best to do it for nothing every month. Okay? Then you have the promotional pricing for the Einstein and Omni Access. This is the Elite Builder, right, and the Apex Builder. So when it comes to the Elite, you get the Build Academy, everything I talked to you about in the previous slide, but you also get Einstein Scanner for Forex market only. Okay. Now, when it comes to Omni, guys, it includes three different strategies, three different asset classes. And here again, I want to share with you the value because when you look at platforms and apps that are doing this for you, those other companies charge you per strategy. They charge you anywhere from $150 to $200 a month per strategy. Okay. And you're getting three out the gate. And why are you getting three? Because we don't want you to put all your eggs in one basket. Say if Forex is not doing good, or if futures is not doing good, or if options is not doing good and they have a bad day and the market flips upside down or something, you have your money, right, diversified. You have eggs in different baskets. And so that will allow you to rebound if anything was to ever happen to one of them. Okay, but $499 down one time, $149 a month. Okay, and like I said, three strategies. Normally $150 to $200 per strategy. You're getting it for pennies on the dollar. And the best way to look at this is that this is introductory. The only guarantee, remember I tell you, it makes no promises, no guarantees. The only guarantee that I can give you for those of you who are not guaranteed or grandfathered in by joining now at this introductory rate, everybody after we actually raise it will be subject to new pricing. Okay, and they will be market pricing. And at that time, we'll charge what we can afford to charge because it's worth it. Okay. First movers advantage is extremely important here. Okay. So when it comes to the Apex, you get, again, the Einstein scanner, but now you get it for the Forex, options, stocks, futures, and crypto as well. So you get all those categories. Plus you get Omni with 7 different strategies. You don't have to use all 7 now. You can use 4 to 7, 5 to 7. You can use 2 to 7. But as you learn how to trade, as you understand more and more about the money, because while you're learning how to trade, guys, they're teaching you how to understand money, how to understand the market. You understand that economics is an actual language, and you're going to be learning this, and it's going to empower you. It's going to put you in a position where you wake up one day impressed with yourself. Okay, but you're getting this for $999 one time. Okay. This program, guys, like, you can easily go to other programs around the world, and I'm just telling you, it can be $5,000. I've seen them at $10,000, $20,000, and they offer less. Okay, so again, most people don't understand value, but $199 down, I mean a month rather, and that's very, very key. So, what I want to do right now is I want to wrap this up, and before I transition and introduce you to, one of my business partners and colleagues, these are the people who are putting the company on their back. These are the people who are taking this platform and empowering people all around the world. Okay. Listen, when you look at the CEO, Winston Navarro, and keep in mind, all these are amazing individuals, right? He's a serial entrepreneur. We can all be labeled that, but he's amassed $1.3 billion in sales in various different projects from merchant account processing, e-commerce, and more. Okay. JC Rangel, the president, retired his mother at the age of 29, earned his first million by the age of 30, right? And he did very well in coffee and crypto, though. He did very well in coffee, crypto, and the commerce arenas, right? And then also as well as solar. Then you have Daniel Pacheco, another co-founder. This gentleman here, again, he's a pastor, right? And he has a successful entrepreneurial background as well. He's earned millions in multiple industries, and one in particular when it came to crypto software, stuff like that, where he did 7 figures in a quarter. He did 7 figures in 3 months. Most people will walk away, from this place that we live on, and they won't make $1 million in their lifetime. Okay. And so, but it doesn't brag about it. Everybody else does, but he doesn't. And so he's a humble guy, loves helping people right now. And it's just a pleasure to be in business with all of them. And so, like I said, my wife and I, we've had a measurable level of success, guys. And it's not to brag or to impress upon you that we had access to amazing people that taught us a lot of good stuff that we turned around and we implemented, as well as taught other people around the world in over 30 countries. So with us, guys. We have well over 100 years in experience, and it's not even our whole cachet of leaders and people who are going to be at your service. So, with that, what I do want to do is this. One, if you are a guest here, and I know we do have guests here, invite you to get back with the person who invited you here so they can give you what you need, when it comes to making a decision on what level of education and access you want to our tools and our trading, right? The other thing is this, if you want to kick the tires, you want to, see what's under the hood, and you want to see what type of company we are, what kind of people we are, hang around, right? We're going to have a couple of announcements real quick, and what we're going to do is you're going to have our president come up after the announcements, and he's going to give you guys a little bit of a special training. So what I want to do right now, I do want to introduce, and I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Pacheco, if you're on the line, if you will, I've already told people what your background is, how much you've done, and how you walk on water. So if you can, go ahead and grab the microphone and take it over, my friend. You actually mute. You still muted. There you go.
Thank you for that introduction, Sam, and great job on the presentation. And if you're brand new and you're barely seeing this for the very, very first time, folks, get excited because there is so much value in what Build has right now, and we only touched on trading today, but our company has multiple divisions. We have, home essentials. We have, within that, we have 5 other businesses, and all of it is included in these memberships. So there's nothing extra added to it, but there's so much more value that once you become a member, you're going to be so, you're like, how is this even possible? Because of the massive amount of value that's built into our memberships. And so I'm super excited with trading because I believe it's a life skill. I believe it's something that everybody should do. I don't want to give a presentation after the presentation, but I am going to touch on a few things as far as updates as it relates to some of the things that we're talking about. One of them is being able to have very specific rules and instructions for everybody on the onboarding of the multiple tools and software that we have. So we have the Einstein, we have the Omni, and video recordings are being done for all of that. PDFs are being produced as well, so that everybody knows exactly what to do the minute they sign up, how to integrate with Einstein, how to integrate with Omni, and get that squared away. Now, initially, when there's a start of anything, there are going to be some challenges, especially when you're talking about technology. I've been in, one of our businesses of Carla and myself is we have a software development company, and we're working on different applications, and updates are just constant. You're always going to have updates. In fact, when Microsoft releases something, they release something, then there's updates to it. Apple releases something, there's going to be updates to it. What we need to understand right now is that for the US market, right now launching in the US market as it relates to Omni, okay, it's a brand new process. And so there was bound to be some glitches here and there. And so those are being addressed. And so if you've been experiencing that, or if you're currently experiencing that, I want to talk to you about what's happening over the weekend. As we speak, in fact, there is a major upgrade to Omni. And that's going to be because your success sometimes, it's like, oh my gosh, all at once. So we have to do an update in terms of being able to scale everything to the volume that's about to come in preparation, not of the first 100, but moving forward of the thousands upon thousands of people that are going to be coming onto this platform and everything else that we have. So that scalability is the front and center right now over this weekend. And so things like latency, things like how fast does the application load, or how fast do the screens load, or how fast do the trade execution happens, right? So we're after this update, we should be experiencing 0.3 of a second for latency. So what does latency means? It means how long is the delay from push of a button to actually seeing it execute onto your application. And so 0.3 of a second, I think I can live with that. How many can live with that, guys? With 0.3 of a second. And we're talking about milliseconds. I think it's like 300 milliseconds, right? So it's like 0.3 of a second. It's easier to understand. I don't even know how long a millisecond is, but I know what a second is. So when you go 1 Mississippi, you're going to be like 1 miss and done, right? You're not going to go 1 Mississippi. It's going to be like 1 miss done. So anyway, I had to throw a joke in there, but the reality, folks, is that the latency is going to be an issue of the past. Okay. And so the same type of responsiveness that we're getting from the application overall prior to the release in demo and beta and all of that is going to be reflective of us in the field as we are growing. So we are preparing for the mass amounts of people that are going to come in. So it's a major overhaul, not overhaul, but major update that's happening this week that is going to deal with those latencies and that time that it takes to actually load up and trade execution, all of those things. So that's one. The next update that I want to talk about is that we are going to have this done by Sunday so that everything is ready to trade on Monday. So and I'm speaking to the US crowd right now. There's going to be 2 strategies that are on there right now, which is the standard USA. We have also the E3 USA. Now I can tell you just by the information that we've already covered that one of those strategies is by our very own Donnie Pips. Now, I could share testimony after testimony. I'm actually going to put all that together because if you go through the WhatsApp, and I know that you have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, but we're going to compile all of that so we can shorten that up because the testimonies that are coming from the trainings that he does live are just absolutely phenomenal. People are actually making money, real money, not demo money. I'm talking about real money. So the value that Mr. Donnie Pips has been able to bring, that strategy, that E3 strategy, that number one, he's teaching you how to do it. Then he's showing you how to do it. Then with the Einstein scanner, if he's not available, here's a training wheel so that you could do it on your own. But on top of that, if you don't have the time, the inclination, or you just can't because of lack of time, when you're at work or doing whatever you're doing, you could be following those trades automatically with Omni on the E3 USA. So that's ready to go as far as the updates that I've been given, that strategy is now 100% ready to go on Monday. Now, on the other side, the trader that we have for the standard, I can tell you that I took one of the trades that I took this week on that particular strategy. It was like it went up like I think I had 7 lots running, and the total win on that one was like plus $4,000. That trader is absolutely crazy, insane. So we have the best of the best that are trading those strategies, the US standard and the US E3, all both ready to go without the latency issues on Monday. Now, on top of that, there's a new strategy that we're going to have. And I believe this one is also going to be ready by Monday that you guys can actually look at. And rather than tell you, I want to show you. So whoever's allowing people to come in, I'm going to log on through my phone so I can actually show you that one. So just give me just a quick second here and figure out. I'm kind of a boomer adjacent person. So, and I don't mean any disrespect to boomers, but relationship with technology and boomers usually doesn't work as well as other groups. So let's see here. How can I log in? www.somosbuild.
This one's Let's Build, Danny.
I know when I'm doing
this. Okay.
See, I told you I'm boomer adjacent. It's not letting me in. Huh? What's up with this? That didn't work. Let me see. Hang on. Where's the Here, let's try this. Okay, let me do this.
And Mr. Bean, if you can make him co-host on the new device he answered.
You allow
that'd be great.
me to
Okay.
share, please.
Let's see here. Gotcha. All yours.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so if you can see my screen, you're going to see that last week, if you look at the date, was 11/2 through 11/7. DSA strategy for the US did 91% accuracy. How many of you think that with a 91% accuracy, people are going to be smiling? Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, so for the week, okay, I want you to just concentrate on the middle number. That was 258 pips that happened on Omni with the DSA strategy. So let's do a little bit of math. Now, if you've been on the Forex trainings, you understand that a pip is the smallest increment of price action going up or down in the market. It's called a pip. So a pip, depending on your lot size, is going to be either paid out in 10 cents, a dollar, or $10. So if it was 10 cents, how much did this account earn? 10 cents times 258. $25.80, very good. Now, if it was at a dollar, how much did somebody make with this account? A pip at a dollar, 258. And if it was a full lot at $10, how much did somebody make? Donald is on fire. He got everything right. Nobody else played the game. Okay. Well, he's absolutely right. You either made $25.80, you either made $258 or $2,580. See, what I want you to understand is the positive number of pips and the trading accuracy with this particular strategy. So if you look at the green. That's all green. This takes a lot of trades, guys. A lot of trades. Are there going to be losers? Absolutely. There's going to be losers as well. Somewhere. I'm sure there's some losers in here. There we go. There's some losers. And then we got more wins and more wins and more losers, but more wins. How many see more green than red? How many see more green than red? Yes, this is Omni, guys. This is Omni. So Brandon, yes, this is Omni. I know you need to get help setting up, and we're gonna help you. But yes, this is what it is. Okay. So now that we saw that, now I'm gonna show you last week, right? Because this could be a one-hit wonder, right? But let's look at last week. 88%. I knew there was something. 88%, guys. Kind of sucked last week, right? So this one actually made more pips. Even though the percentage was less, it actually netted more pips. So this was 364 pips. So again, it would have been 36.40, or it would have been $364, or it would have been $3,640. Now, guys, this is going to be ready to be... Daniela said, that does not suck. Nope, it sure doesn't. Okay, so this one is actually going to be ready as well for you to start playing around with the DSA US strategy on Monday. How many people are excited about that? See a 1 in the chat, guys, if you're excited about that. All right, good, good, good. So now, if you've had to this point some issues with onboarding or latency or some of the things, and you know it hasn't been the full-blown experience for you, I want you to know that right now our CEO, Mr. Wences Navarro, is figuring out exactly how he is going to credit you and take care of you. The specifics of that will be mentioned later on, but we haven't forgotten you, right? Your first guy through the door is going to get the bloody nose and lose a tooth and all that kind of stuff that I talked about last time. So we're going to make it up to you. We're figuring out exactly how to do that, okay? Now, the other thing I want to show you, I'm going to stop sharing on the screen. So just give me 1 sec, and I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm actually going to leave the meeting. So now that I'm over here, once again, Sam, I need you to give me sharing access for this account, the Daniel Pacheco account.
You should have both on both.
Okay, great. All right, so let's take a look at this. You guys have seen this before. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it in reverse. Here's what I'm gonna do. Give me 1 second, guys. We're gonna do this first, and we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go here. Can you guys see my Excel sheet up here? You guys see this?
Yes.
Okay. So here's what I want you to understand. You know, Sam just did an amazing presentation. He talked about everything that we have. I just showed you what's coming, what we already have, and what's going to be added upon. So we have 3 phenomenal traders, combination of traders and algos, but more are coming. Okay, that's what you need to understand, that we have a lot more coming, and it's only going to get better and better and better. So here's my point. If you build from the perspective of building a business on the network marketing side, you've seen this on the 2x2, and I'm going to refresh your memory. I'm going to show you that again. But I want you to think bigger. I want you to go out there, and with what I just showed you, okay, with what I just showed you, is it possible to go out and find 4 people? Is it possible to find 4 people that would want to join you in this mission? Is that even possible? Well, if it is possible and you can fathom that and you can duplicate that, this is how fast this would go in rank progression. So first week, you get 4 people to join you, right? How? By showing. What did I say? I could tell you or I could show you. You see, that's why you got to get in the game. That's why you need to participate. That's why you need to get as quickly as possible in position of being able to make some live trades with the live sessions, because those people that are out there that already have a testimony, hey, I just made $900 this week, or I just made $300 this week, or I just made $600 this week, or I just made 50% increase on my account today. Those are the things, right? Facts tell, but stories sell, right? So when you have your story, guess what? People are going to want what you have. So I believe that it's possible to go get 4. I believe that in my core, in my bones, I believe that. So I can find 4 people that would want to make some extra money with this opportunity. I'm talking about the opportunity right now, right? We already know, we've already established that our system works. We have testimony after testimony after testimony of people making money right now, and that is going to increase. So guys, you need to understand what you have a hold of right here. And so if you can fathom that you can find 4 people, and that you can think beyond that, can these 4 people find 4 people apiece? And you build on a 4x4 structure. Week 2, you have 16. What are we going to teach these 16 people? Go find 4 people that want to make money with this opportunity. That goes to 64, but watch the rank advancement. Week 2, you're at Builder 250. Now, keep in mind, I only did the math with the elite package. These are not the apex numbers. No, you'd rank up even faster. Okay? But I'm not talking about that. I'm only talking about the elite. So the elite, if you follow this, right? And you guys are like, is that even possible? Yes, numerically it is. Absolutely it is. On a 4x4 build in 8 weeks, you hit executive 500. In a perfect world, on a 4x4 build, that duplicates. And how do we duplicate? With systems. If we put the systems in place and it's 4 on 4 on 4 on 4 on 4 on 4, and we just drill that down, people are going to rank up. Look, second week, you're Builder 250. Third week, you're at Builder 1500. Fourth week, you're at Builder 3500. And this is only calculating. Listen to this. This is only calculating off of the memberships. This doesn't even take into consideration the points that are put on the package sale that goes to the binary. We're not even calculating that here. This is just off of the monthly, how fast you can get there. Fourth week, 3,500. Fifth week, executive 15. Are you kidding me? I could be an executive 15 making $15,000 a month in 5 weeks from today. So this is what I need you guys to really understand this, guys, because we're going into that feeling. Okay, you know, the holidays are here, and I'm concerned if I'm going to put up the lights, or am I doing the tree, or am I or the reindeer, or you know, who's coming to Thanksgiving, who's not. Oh well, you know, invite everybody to Thanksgiving and giving them a presentation. This is what you need to do. Count how many days there are between now and the end of the year. Somebody put it in the chat. But what you do right now is crucial. Okay, what you do in these next 45 days, 40 days, or whatever, however many days to the end of the year there is right now. Let me see, somebody might put this in the chat. 52 days, guys, 52 days to change the rest of your life. These 52 days should not be holiday mode. Yes, we're going to go through the holidays, right? But Thanksgiving is one day, guys. Christmas is one day, and New Year's is another day. That's it. Everything else, folks, if you laser focus right now with what I'm showing you, in 8 weeks, you could be at Executive 500. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Do you believe it? That's up to you. I believe that somebody is going to look at this and is going to say, hey, I can do it. And it's going to take off like a freight train. Now, let's say I'm half right and half wrong. Let's say it doesn't happen in 8 weeks, but you wind up getting to Builder 3,500. And that's how you start next year. Would that be a better year? Or what if you landed at Executive 15 and you're making $15,000 a month? But it starts right now with how you visualize this end of the year. Now, let's take a look. I'm going to dial it back. And I'm going to do this. All right. This is on a 2x2 progression. Okay. 2x2 progression. So if I'm half right and half wrong, and you build on a 2x2, right? You bring 2 people your first week. And right now, everybody should be thinking this is week 1, right? I got to go find my 2 people. And then those 2 bring 2, and those bring 2. And if you did it based off of a 2x2 build, it's only 15 weeks, guys. You're still at Executive 500. Now, I believe that what we have will allow you to go beyond the average. This is average, okay? This is what the industry standard is for the last 65 years is that, hey, the average person could go find 2.5 people. But I believe that with what we have, and I believe that everybody's on here, is above average. That's what I believe. But it doesn't matter what I believe. You got to believe it. So if I'm half right, half wrong, and you build a 2x2, you could be at Executive 500 in 15 weeks. Now, if this is half right and half wrong, let's say you wind up at Builder 8,000 or Executive 15, would you be upset? So this is how you have to think moving into the end of the year. So now how do we get there? How can we actually accomplish this? Well, that's why these Super Saturdays are so crucial. That's why they're so important. Because right now, I'm going to turn it over to the person that could show you how to do it. I'm telling you what's possible. This is the possibility. Okay? And I'm only saying this, I'm not saying this to brag, but but I am saying this so you understand. I've made 7 figures in a quarter. That is true. But I've also made 7 figures in a month. And I've also made 8 figures in a year. So that's the reality. 7 figures in a quarter, that's great. Done that. But 7 figures in a month. So what I'm telling you, folks, isn't something that I'm just saying it's possible. I'm telling you it's realistic because it's been done before. And there's people that have done way more than I have. And when I say I have, I mean Carla and I. Because there is absolutely nothing about this that has been a solo effort. Carla and myself. So when we say Sam, we mean Kim and Sam. We don't mean Sam. We think it's Sam, but we really know it's Kim. Just like I really know it's Carla. It's not Danny. It's Carla and Danny. Well, excuse me, or Danny and Carla. I'll still say Danny and Carla. I like that better. But it's with Carla that I've been able to do it. So you need to understand that, folks, that this is a team effort. So make sure that you're in the right alignment with whoever your spouse is. And if you're not married, great. You don't have to align with them. You could just take off. So that's what I'm trying to say. But folks, I'm going to turn it over to the person that can give you the how-tos, to the person that's built not once, not twice, but successfully over 3 or 4 different industries. One of the best team builders that I've ever seen. Every time I hear him speak, I'm like, my goodness, that's another golden nugget. Let me write that down. So here's a tip. If you don't have a pen and paper, you're not ready. Or if you have a notepad on your computer, use that. But take notes. Take visual photographs, mental pictures of everything that this man is about to tell you. Because I got to tell you, he is one of, if not the best trainer that I've ever seen in our industry. So let's give it up for Mr. J.C. Rangel, president of Build Network.
All right, Daniel, thank you very much. I thought I gave specific instructions not to put me after you, but I guess, somebody didn't get the memo. So, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll do my best, especially coming after Mr. Bean with an incredible presentation. Like he always brings the heat, right? These two guys are clutch. It's like we've got Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? So imagine playing with those two guys. You know what I mean? So like, let me come first. Don't let me come after these guys. So anyways, thank you both, gentlemen, for everything that you do. I am extremely grateful to be partnered with you, to not only call you business partners, but to call you friends. That truly to me is a blessing. And thank you to all the community here for all the love. I appreciate all the love that you guys share. So with that being said, let's jump into this information. So I've got 2 subjects that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about system driven, and I'm going to break down the system. And I just got a Google document for this. I did not want to do a PowerPoint because number 1, we didn't have time, but number 2, it's not that complicated. But the second thing I want to talk about, which will be the first, because it's fresh on your mind, you need to know how these new packs pay in the compensation plan, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share a screen that I'm going to share with you how these new packs pay in the compensation plan, right? So let me go ahead and do that now. And by the way, show these gentlemen some love that just came on, Mr. Bean and Mr. Pacheco, for the incredible job that they always do. They always bring it. All right. So we've got 3 different packs, right, ladies and gentlemen? Does this look familiar? We've got the Builder Pack, the same one we've always had. We've got the Elite Builder Pack, which is one of our new packs, right? And then we've got the Apex Builder. How many type Elite or Apex if you are an Elite or an Apex Builder? Okay, you want to put that in the chat. So a couple of things that I want you guys to pay attention. The Builder Pack, nothing changed on how it pays. It pays the exact same way. So this is how it works. When you sign somebody up on the Builder Pack, $199 month 1, and then $99 per month thereafter. It has 100 CV. CV stands for commissionable volume, month 1. That means if you get 6, let's say you just started, and you've got 6 new people that join on the Builder Pack on your left team, and also 6 new builders on your right team, here's what happens. you just hit Builder 250, right? 6 members left, 6 members right. Because Builder 250 requires, matter of fact, I'll show you. You guys already know. 6 members on the left, 6 members on the right. Here's what I want you to do to that number. The 6 and 6, add 2 zeros to it. The 6 members left, 6 members right means 600 CV. Okay, commissionable volume. So the 199 pack has 100 CV. Now the monthly also has 100 CV. So let's say those 6 members on the left and right, month 1, they got you to 250. Month 2, they paid their $99. That's 100 CV. You're still Builder 250, assuming nobody brought anybody else, assuming you stayed at the 6 and 6. Okay. There's a $20 fast start that's always been there. You sign somebody up on the 199 pack, you make $20 commission, fast start bonus for everyone you personally recruit. In addition to that, $30 is paid in the coded bonus. The Builder 250s, 700s, and so on and so forth, all the way to Builder 8000, $30 is split between them. Easy. That doesn't change. That's always been there. Now let's move to the Elite Builder. The Elite Builder, $499 month 1, and then $149 after that. There's a couple differences here. Number 1, your first month, the Elite Builder does not have 100 CV. It has 150 CV because they paid $499. It has 150 CV. Now, question, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want you to put this in the chat, please. If Builder 250 requires 6 members left, 6 members right, remember, add 2 zeros to it. That's how much CV, how much commissionable volume you need. If Builder 250 requires 600 CV on the left and right, how many Elite Builders would you need to hit Builder 250? If it has 150. So here's a tip. You divide 150 by 600. So how many Elite Builders would you need? You need 4 and 4. That's right. So you can hit Builder 250 faster because let's say I sign up a couple of folks and it's 4 people join my left team, 4 people join my right team with the Builder Elite. I just hit Builder 250 that month. Now, that's more volume because they paid the big pack is 150, right? Excuse me, $499. So it pays 150 CV. Month 2, starting month 2, the 149 still pays the same 100 CV. Now, you may ask, why does it pay the same 100 CV? Answer is simple. We've got to pay the Omni. We've got to pay the traders. There's 3 traders because you get 3 strategies. Every trader has to get paid. Omni has to get paid. There's operational cost, right? So that stays the same as far as the monthly CV. But month 1, that extra volume helps you hit these ranks, okay? And then in addition to that, every Elite Builder that you sign up, you earn $100 on every Elite Builder. So how many of you guys would rather earn $20 or $100? Of course, we would rather earn $100. And in addition to that, an additional $100 is paid in the coded bonus. That's Builder 250 through Builder 8000. They split the $100 accordingly. Whoever that $100 belongs to, maybe there's only one Builder 8,000 and one Builder 700 in between. They're going to get paid that $100 between those 2 accordingly. Okay? Now, let's move on. And I'm going to give you some examples here moving forward. Let's move on to the Apex Builder. The $9.99. Keep in mind, I'm going to give you a little hint, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, those of you that are able to turn on your camera if you are able to, please. The Apex Builder. How many Apex Builders do we have? Put it in the chat if you're an Apex Builder. The Apex Builder, ladies and gentlemen, here's how that works. Month 1, it pays 300 CV. By the way, congrats. Carla is an Apex. Frank is an Apex. Francis, Kathy, Dr. Felicia, Erica, Brandon. My goodness, a lot of Apex. I love it. Amanda, Matthew, Tim. I love it. I love it. Because here's what happens, right? Where you get started, you will duplicate significantly more people on that pack. You want to be a product of the product. So if I'm in Apex and I sign up my friend Brandon's like, yo, this sounds good, brother. What pack did you get started in? I said, oh, brother. I mean, I'm a big builder, brother. I got started in the Apex, man, all the way. That's where you get the major benefit. That's where your team gets a major benefit, right? And, just there's more money all around. So, yes. And it shows them that I am very, very serious and committed to my business, right? Let's say he cannot do the Apex. Let's say, you know what? I'll do the Apex later. I'll do the Elite for now. But let's say I started on the builder, the regular builder. He'll say, oh, he was considering the Elite or the Apex. And he says, JC, where'd you get started? Oh, I got started on the builder. He'll say, okay, sounds good. Get me started on the builder. That's how it goes. Hey, it reminds me of a video that went viral. I just had my son come in here. My wife rushed in to grab him, the 4-year-old. You guys probably heard of. There's a video of this guy, working on a Zoom, and then the baby comes in, and then the wife comes and grabs him. Anyways, that was cool. I was actually hoping he came out on the video. All right, here we go. My point being, ladies and gentlemen, is that where you get started, you will duplicate a lot more often, and your team will duplicate, and their team will duplicate, and so on and so forth, right? So anyways, the Apex Builder. Month 1, it has 300 CV. It counts as 3 builders. So how many Apex builders do you need on the left and right? Let's say Joe just got started, has nobody on his left and right. How many Apex builders would he need on his left and right to hit builder 250? Month 1. 2 and 2. That's right. Let's say he goes and gets his 4 pay no more. He goes Apex builder, gets 4, puts 2 on the left, 2 on the right. He earned 200, 200, 200, 200. He earned $800 in fast start bonuses in addition to hitting builder 250. So he earned another 250. That's $1,050 in commissions because he personally enrolled 4 Apex builders and set them up for success. And those guys are very likely to recruit Apex builders because that's the pack they got started. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a big advocate for mindset when it comes to business, when it comes to sports. I believe that mindset is the foundation of success. I don't care about your skills. If your mindset is weak, if you have a scarcity mindset, if you have a victim mindset, even if you have the skills, you will not beat somebody that has no skills but the right mindset. Well, the person with the right mindset, that is a foundation. If you don't have the right mindset, it's like building a home on sand instead of a solid foundation, concrete, right? So the mindset is extremely important, right? So when I get started in the business, I say, my mindset is this is a real lucrative business. This is an international business. There's a lot of value I get. Not only do I get the trading stuff that is what we covered today. Think of this. Let's say you build a team of just 100 people over the next year or two. And I say just because that's not a very big team, but let's say 100 people. Let's say those 100 people over the course of the year sell 1 or 2 of our essential services. Because how many of us know some people that are going to move in the next year, whether it be to an apartment or to a home? Guess what? They need internet. They need home security. They need solar. And I'm going to cover this, right? I'm going to cover getting people started and the superstar bonus that everybody should focus on. Okay? So the mindset is $1,000, man. I spent $1,000 on things I don't even remember. Look, let's talk about mindset. I know I'm veering off a little bit, but it's important. This is Super Saturday, man. This is like more important than Millionaire Mentor Zooms, okay? When you're starting a business, right, the mindset, a big mistake that people make in network marketing is thinking, oh, this is a network marketing business. This is a $500 business. This is a $1,000 business. That is a big mistake. I'll tell you how 6 and 7-figure earners think of this industry. This is $1 million business, and therefore I'm going to treat it as such. Some of us, including myself, many years ago used to look at it like, well, it only cost me a couple $100 to get started, whether conscious or unconscious. It only cost me a couple of $100 to get started. So I valued it as a couple $100 business. I guarantee you that the person that starts with the Apex versus a builder, they treat the business and look at the business, whether consciously or unconsciously, different. And that can very well be the difference between people that crush it and go to the top and people that don't. Absolutely. It's an investment in my business. My overhead for a business is $99 to $199. That is my overhead for my international business. It is crazy. If I get one solar sale a year, it pays for my membership for about 2-3 years. It's crazy. I'm serious. Plus, I can learn a skill from proven, documented, and vetted experts on how to make money from my laptop anywhere in the world as long as I have a Wi-Fi connection. Mind blown. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been in this industry 24 years. I'm dating myself. I'm 42 years old. I got started at the age of 18. Retired my mom by the age of 29, made my first million by the age of 30. I've seen a lot of things. Check this out. What other network marketing company do you know? 99.99% you can't do this. Where you can make money without recruiting and without selling. No recruiting, no selling. Let's say I join as an Apex and I get started and I'm following Mrs. Roxy, Jusiel, Mr. Donnie Pips. I'm using the Einstein scanner, which is an asset that I've purchased, right? And I'm learning the skill. And let's say I do some trades and I make some money. But more important than the money, the skill that I'm developing, that I could decide to go to Thailand tomorrow, get on a plane, go to Thailand tomorrow and make money while I'm in Thailand there. Does that make sense? For example, my friend Brandon and Michelle V, they live in Mexico. They're not from Mexico, right? Beautiful couple. They live in Mexico, but they build this business from Mexico and they're barely learning Spanish. It's not like they even speak Spanish, right? But they live in Mexico. Guess what? They can make money from the trading, but they're builders and they're also solar mentors. So they're making money from everywhere. As their team grows, oh, you got solar leads? Let me help you close that deal. Thousands of dollars. So wait a minute, you got all of that for $1,000 and an overhead of $200 per month. That if you refer 4, you pay no more. Refer 4 on the same or greater membership and your membership is free. That is crazy. I want you to go into the mind of how a 6- and 7-figure earner thinks. And if you start to think like them, you will start to attract and build like them. Your conversations will be different. When your belief goes up, your mindset goes up, the conversations are different. Your posture is different. That's why it's so important that we do this. So let me give you an example. We're going to wrap this up. $99 membership. This is what you've always seen. Fair enough. The $149 membership, same thing. The monthly, this is the monthly $149. However, we know that any $499 packages that come in have an extra 50 points, right? So some of these, these numbers aren't always going to be like that. Let's say Builder 700, 18 and 18. But what if that particular month you had 10 people that joined on the $499? Well, those 10 people really count as like 7.5. Excuse me, it takes 7.5 people to count as 10 people, right? Because you've got more volume on that first month. Now, we're just talking about the monthlies here. Let's say the $199. This is what the new numbers look like on the $199 in the dual team. Instead of 6 and 6, you need 4 and 4 for $250. Instead of 18 and 18, guess what? You need 12 and 12. How many of you guys are liking these numbers? Instead of 40 and 40, you need 27 and 27 for Builder 1500. Instead of 100 left and 100 right, you need 67 on the left and right for Builder 3500. Or any combination. Some people, you guys realize that some people are going to hit Builder 30, let's say Builder 8000. Let's go to Builder 8000. How many people do you normally need for Builder 8000? Answer, 240. How about 160 now? Now, some people are not going to hit Builder 8000 with 160 because not everybody's on the $199 membership. but they won't need 240. Some of you are going to hit Builder 8,000 with 200 people. You know why? Because some people are on the 99, some people are on the 149 membership, and some people are on the $99 membership. So some of you are going to hit Builder 8,000, not with 240, not with 160, but with 200. So any combination. So the system looks, here's how it looks, very simple. Builder 8,000, you need, remember, 240, add 2 zeros to it. 24,000 in volume on the left and right. It doesn't matter if you get the volume from the new packs or from the the 99, the 149, or the 199. Any combination, it's all volume, commissionable volume that goes in there. This is what you guys have always seen as a worst case scenario, ladies and gentlemen. This has always been the worst case. This is the worst case scenario. The average person's going to hit Builder 8,000, not with 240. They're going to hit it with less. Because think about it. That would be 200. Let's say, for example, an anomaly comes in, puts 240 members on the left and right with the 199 pack. They hit Builder 8,000. But how many, I'll tell you right now, how many elite packs would you need? Well, I'll tell you, 24,000 divided by 150. You would need 160 $500 packs to hit Builder 8,000 on the left and right. And you would need 80 Apex packs on the left and right to hit Builder 8,000. You guys catching my drift? So basically, it's triple. The Apex is triple. The Elite is 50% more, right? So one counts for 1.5. So two Elite packs count for 3 builders. 2 Elite packs count for 3 builders. 1 Apex pack counts for 3 builders. You guys catching my drift here, right? So that's what I want to share with you. The numbers are going to get crazy because it's not like we change the comp plan. Comp plan is the same, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and by the way, this is so important. I'm going to even stop sharing my screen. Oh, no, I won't. Check this out. Let's say on the normal comp plan, you got 6 members left, 6 members right. But let's say you brought on board Juan and Daniel. Left team, you brought Juan. Right team, you brought Daniel. Juan and Daniel each recruited 5 builders. They're all on the $99 pack. They recruited 5 builders each personally. Their membership is free. Yes? Yes, right? Because they're on the 99 and they recruited 5 people on the left, 5 people each on the $99 membership. It's only 4 pay no more, but they recruited 5. The reason why I say that is because them plus their 5 equals 6. So you got Danny on the left team and Juan on the right team. Both of them personally recruited 5 builders, and they're a builder themselves. You're still Builder 250. Even though Juan and Daniel's membership is free, you will still see the 100 CV from their membership in your tree. Does not affect you, the fact that they get it free. That's why the refer 4 pay no more is so powerful. Same thing if it was a 149. Let's say Juan and Daniel are on the 149 membership. They recruited 5 people on the 149 membership. Once again, the reason why I say 5 is because that completes the 6 members left and right. They only need 4 to pay no more. But in this example, they recruited 5 to complete the 6. What a lot of companies do, ladies and gentlemen, is they'll say, hey, refer 4, pay no more, or 3, yours is free, something like that. But there's a caveat. What is a caveat? The caveat is, if you refer your 4, pay no more, your membership does not pay commissions in the dual team, or the binary. That's not the case here, ladies and gentlemen. Your membership still pays in the tree. You and everybody above. That's, by the way, that's very powerful. Those of you guys that have worked network marketing companies before with similar comp plans, you understand this is extremely powerful. You'll still see the volume of that one guy or girl that has their membership for free because they referred their 4 pay no more. All right, let's go this. Now that we broke that down, okay, And I'll open it up for like 10 minutes afterwards so we can go ahead and answer some questions. But I do want to get into what I want to talk about here today. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I just shared a post on Instagram and Facebook yesterday of the McDonald's story. Some of you guys, if you haven't watched the movie The Founder, right, the Ray Kroc story, I highly recommend that you watch The Founder. I'm not a fan of McDonald's personally, but I am a fan of the business model. I am a fan of the story. I am a fan of Ray Kroc and what he did business-wise. I highly encourage everybody to watch that movie. I think every network marketer and every entrepreneur should watch that movie. Anyways, the biggest thing that got him to see it is he saw that the McDonald's brothers built a system that was revolutionary, especially for that time. It was absolutely revolutionary, and they built a system. Well, systems is what makes teams grow. The biggest team I've ever built, it's 120,000 people. Not because I built it, I initiated it. My group enrollment volume turned into 120,000 people. But of course, it's never just us, right? It's us and our team. But one of the biggest things, if not the biggest things and reasons why we were able to build such a big team is because we were system driven, right? System is an acronym. Save yourself some time, energy, and money. Save yourself some time, energy, and money. Got to be system driven. So I'm going to talk about the system, and I'm going to just give you a reminder. Some of you guys is going to be the first time. Some of you guys, you're going to have to hear it a second time, right? But it's very, very important. So you got to be system driven. So I'm going to share with you, once again, my screen. Check this out. So let's talk about exposing and recruiting people into your business. Okay. You got to be system driven about exposing and recruiting people to your business. So how can you be system driven about it? Number one is you want to use third-party tools. What are some third-party tools? I'll tell you what they are. Company scripts. We give you the scripts. In the Fast Start training, we get into the scripts. What you should say, how you should say it. What are the questions you can ask? The next one is sizzle videos. You could use a sizzle video, or you could just invite them to a live event like today. Like today's presentation, you get an expert like Mr. Bean to show the business, to show the plan on your behalf, right? Maybe you got to pique their interest first with the sizzle videos. Okay. By the way, all of these tools are in one place available to everybody. If anybody has a resource guide, matter of fact, never mind. I actually got the resource guide here. All the tools you need are right here, and we're always adding to it. So watch this. I'm going to put this in the chat, and somebody can copy this and put it in the WhatsApp group. There it is. Okay. So let me go back. Okay. So the sizzle videos are in that resource guide. The recorded presentations are in the resource guide. Any new ones that we add that need to get added, they'll get added there, right? So exposing and recruiting people. Use three-way third-party tools. Use the scripts that are given to you. You can learn them in the Fast Start training. You've got the sizzle videos. Does this mean you have to use all of these things? No, right? These are the third-party tools down here, right? So I'm just sharing with you what the third-party tools is. So when somebody sees a business, let's say today you got somebody to check out the business, right? They've got some questions that you cannot answer. Maybe questions that are not basic questions that you don't know the answer to. Great. Do a three-way call with an upline expert to get those questions answered for your new prospect. Your expert is going to help you answer the questions and get this person started in the business, and you get paid and you grow your team, right? Now, the next one is signing people up. We talked about this earlier. Your people will get started on the same pack that you got started with, more than likely. The pack that we get started in, we will duplicate in our organization significantly more. Guaranteed. I've seen it for many, many years. Some of you have people that are open to starting on, on the elite or the builder pack, but they don't. If you got started on the builder, I'm just telling you what has happened for 24 years. I've always seen it, right? They'll see your level of commitment. I'm telling you, there'll be some people that look at the presentation and say, wow, this sounds interesting. I'm considering the elite or the apex. Hey, JC, where'd you get started? Oh, I got started on the builder. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, sign me up on the builder. But let's say I got started Apex. That person was thinking the builder, the small one. But I say I got started on the big pack. He'll say, okay, I can't do the big pack, but I'll do the elite. Why? Because I got started with the big pack, right? And do you think, ladies and gentlemen, that people that get started with the, let's say, for example, $4.99 or the $9.99, do you think that they will tend to be more serious about the business than the person that started on the $1.99? Common sense says yes, right? Exactly. So your people will get started on the same pack that you get started. So when you sign people up, my recommendation is be on as high of a pack as you can. Also, the difference that you earn, you either earn 20, 100, or $200 commissions for everybody that you recruit. I don't know about you, but I'd rather earn $200 instead of 20 bucks or $100, right? So it also helps you make more money. And then finally, your team will do what you do. So make sure that you're signing them up. Now, once you've signed them up, make sure you get them started right into the business. Here's a new video. I'm going to put this in the chat as well. This video, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and put it in the chat. This is a video that was released just a couple days ago. I just put it in the chat. This is a video that gives the new member all of the instructions that they should be given day one. I recommend all of you guys watch that video after this presentation. It is 8 minutes long from me, from the studio, our corporate office, where I'm sharing with them. First of all, I'm welcoming them. Second of all, I'm telling them here are the next steps. For example, we get into the Fast Start training. We get into the Superstar bonus. We get into their launch events, into getting connected, into knowing what the schedule is, all in 8 minutes. See, and here's why this is a system-driven tool. Ladies and gentlemen, mark my words. You want to be system-driven instead of personality-driven. You want to be system-driven in building a business instead of one-person-driven, right? Meaning me. I don't want to write this down for your notes. If you want to build a big business, you need duplication. Don't do what works. Do what duplicates. Because what works doesn't always duplicate, but what duplicates always works. I'm going to break down what that means, and I'm going to repeat it. Don't do what works. Do what duplicates. Because what duplicates always works, but what works doesn't always duplicate. What does that mean? Let's say I get my buddy Robert started, and I just have the gift of gab, and I've got credibility with Robert, and through my words, I can get him started. I can just talk about the business. The membership is amazing. Trust me, you're going to love it. You're going to learn how to trade, which is a skill that you should have anyways. I'm going to show you how to build a residual income. We're going to go to the top. You're one of the first people I'm getting started. Trust me, bro, you don't want to miss this. And let's say that alone, my confidence, my credibility with him, gets Robert into action. Sounds good. Sign me up. Then Robert tries to go. And by the way, Robert's an absolute stud. Okay, Robert could do this. I'm just giving you an example. I'm just using him because I see him on here, right? Let's say Robert wasn't the stud that he is. He's a new guy, not a lot of experience in talking or selling or presenting. And he thinks, I got to do to my people what JC did with me. So he does not use the third-party tools, the company scripts, the sizzle videos, or recorded presentations, or three-way calls. He tries to present and close a deal himself and falls on his face. See, it worked to get him in, but it didn't work to duplicate him and keep him in. Is that making sense to you guys? But now, on the contrary, if I pique his interest with one of the scripts, hey, Robert, let me ask you something, brother, off the record. Are you happy with what you've got going on, or have you ever considered making some additional money on the side? I looked into something that's really powerful. I'm very excited about it. And if it didn't interfere with what you've got going on, and it could help you put an extra couple $1,000 a month in your pocket, would you be open to looking at some information? Robert says, sure. Why? Tell me more. Tell you what, instead of telling you, I'm going to send you a 2-minute video, a 3-minute video that will kind of break it down, could do a much better job than I can. That's not fair enough? Yes. Great. I'm going to send you the video right now. I'll call you back in 3 minutes. That sound fair enough? Yes. I sent him one of the sizzle videos of my choosing. It piques his interest much better than I can. Says, bro, this sounds interesting. I like it. How can I learn more? Check this out. On Tuesday, on Saturday, we have an event going on online. Or we have a live event, or whatever the case may be. Or I can send them a recorded person. Tell you what, if you like that information, brother, I'm going to send you a recording that's 15 minutes long by the president, right? That will break down the details of all of this. I'm super excited about this. You got 15 minutes right now, yeah? Okay, great. Do you see my point? I'm being system driven. I'm using the tools to do the heavy lifting for me instead of me trying to explain everything. Now, he watches it, says, I want to get started. Sounds good. Look, I got started on the Apex pack, brother. Which one of these packs are a best fit for you? Oh, okay, you got started on the Apex, huh? Yeah. You know what? If you got started on the Apex, I was going to ask you about that. You know, I'm wondering if I should get started on the Apex. My answer, 100%. That's why I got started on the Apex pack, bro. If you want to make the most money and get the most benefit, Apex is where you want to get started. Sounds good. Let's get you started. Once I get him started, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations on getting started, Robert. I'm going to send you this welcome video that's 8 minutes long. I want you to watch it. It's going to give you the instructions for what you need to be doing. Sounds good. I sent him this video. So I don't have to forget. What if I forget some of the steps? What if I'm not that good at teaching him what the next steps are? So the 8-minute video is going to break down, excuse me, that he needs to go through the Fast Start training first. That he needs to do his launch event. That he should get. By the way, this bonus here is a $500 bonus. I don't know if you guys remember, this used to be a $400 bonus, now $500. $500 is just a better number than $400, right? Just sounds better too. So now he goes through the 8-minute video, says, JC, this sounds excellent. I know what my next clear steps are. Step number 1, I got to go through Fast Start training. I got to do a launch event, and I want to get that $500 bonus and hit this, you know, with the superstar bonus. He's got clear instructions. I don't have to be an expert. What if that video didn't exist and he says, what next? And I'm brand new. Let me try to remember. You should go through a Fast Start training. Yeah, that's definitely something you should do, right? What if the person hasn't done it? What if they're not that confident? But now I'm being system driven. I'm not being personality driven. I'm not being individual driven. I'm not being ego driven. I am following the system. So now, not only that, what if I recruit him? He's a co-worker and we're peers. We make about the same amount of money. So he looks at me like a peer, not like of a person that's an expert in. He knows I'm not an expert in the field. We both work in the same company together. So he knows, yeah, JC's my peer. He's introducing me to this, but he's not an expert in this. I know, because we talk about how we have too much money at the end of the money all the time. So he's not an expert in this, but I don't make it about me. I make it about the system. Are you guys catching my drift here? Right? So even though he might look at me as a peer, like we make about the same amount of money a year, right? We have a similar lifestyle, but he's thinking, JC's putting me to watch Mr. Bean, to watch Mr. Pacheco, to watch these experts that are experts in the field. Maybe he doesn't have that business credibility, but these experts do. Then the welcome video that tells me what the next steps are with a lot of authority is coming from an expert. JC may not be the expert, but the person on the video is a president. That guy's the expert telling me what the next steps are. I'm going to follow that. So it's not a me thing. It's a system thing. You guys follow me? So that 8-minute video, you guys will see, ladies and gentlemen, that 8-minute video. Let me just see here. I see a bunch of you guys are on here. I got like 15 of you guys checking out the Build Resource Guide. I love it. But I do want you guys are going to have time to look at the Build Resource Guide. I really want you to focus on this. We're almost done. Okay. I want to drive the point home, ladies and gentlemen, of being system driven. So the Fast Start training is a catalyst to launching your business, because there's the initial system and then there's the ongoing system, which I'm going to get into. So the Fast Start training, right? We get into the scripts, how to approach people. We get into the launch event. We get into the superstar bonus. I want to put it in the chat. Get ready to write in the chat. Here's what I want you to put in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. How do you hit the superstar bonus? Let's see who knows. By the way, I'm going to drive this. If there's one point I want you to get out of my training today is this. If there's one point I want you to get out of the training is this. I got 85 people on here today. If there's one thing I want you to get out of the training is this. I said it 3 times. Push the superstar bonus on yourself and everybody in your organization. All the new people in your organization, superstar bonus. Fast start bonus, launch event, and hit the superstar bonus your first 30 days. Fast start training, launch event, let's get your superstar bonus in your first 30 days. Push that. Everything else will take care of itself. So, Don, you're almost there. How do you hit the superstar bonus? Mark, ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There's 2 things. You got to recruit 2 people, builders and above. So 199 pack minimum and above. You got to personally recruit 2 people in your first 30 days and get 5 customer points. And you get $500 X on top of your commissions. So let me give you an example. Let's say Robert gets started. He signs up 2 elite packs. It could be builders, but let's say he signed up 2 elite packs. He made $100 and $100. Then he says, honey, what services do we need around the house? Well, we don't have a home security system. We should probably get a home security system, be a product of the product. So I could easily sell it. Gets a home security system for his home, makes $300 on his own commission. That's his 50%. He says, my brother just bought a house with a pool. He needs solar. Let's see if I can get him. And he sells to his brother. Solar equals 3 points. Any solar sales equal 3 points. Water sales equal 2 points. Everything else equals 1 point. So Zeta equals 1 point. Internet equals 1 point. Home security equals 1 point. So you got to acquire 5 points in your first 30 days. Imagine if, ladies and gentlemen, you had 10 people join your business in October and they went and hit the superstar bonus. That means 10 people recruited 2. That's an additional 20 new people. And they got 5 customer points. So there was some solar sold. There was some home security sold, some internet sold. There was different services sold. Now you're getting paid your residual income, your coded bonuses, and your overrides from these sales in your organization. Everything takes care of itself. And guess what? You can be your own customer. So ask yourself, what if Robert says, honey, we need solar and we need water. We buy bottled water. We know that bottled water is bad. They say, by the way, that the average person consumes about a credit card size of plastic every year from all the plastic that we use in our foods and our water and different things. A credit card size amount of plastic on a yearly basis is what the average person consumes. I cannot stress how bad bottled water is. I cannot stress how bad it is. Why would you be inconvenienced by carrying these waters or getting that water delivered when you could just have the best alkaline water system in the world? Finance it for less than what the water costs you on a monthly basis. That's 2 points, right? So you could be your own, you could acquire your 5 points with your own home or with outside customers or any combination. So getting people started right. It starts with the 8-minute video. Make sure every new person, hey, brother, watch this video. Okay, do you have 8 minutes to watch this video right now? Yes. Okay, great. Watch it. I'll call you after we're done. Notice, write this down, ladies and gentlemen. Leaders make things happen. There's 3 kinds of people. There's 3 kinds of people. There's people that let things happen. There's people that make things happen. And there's people that wonder, what the hell just happened? Okay, so you got to ask yourself, where am I? Am I the person that just lets things happen? Or am I the leader that makes things happen? Or am I the one that one day sitting around, wow, look at Robert and Erica, and Tim, they got to Builder 8,000. Look at JD, he's an executive 15. Oh man, look at Barbie, she's a Builder 8,000. Oh, look at Sam, he's a executive 500. What the heck just happened? What the heck? What in the world have I been doing? Have I been inconsistent? Yep, I've been inconsistent. Have I not been system driven? Have I not been coachable? Yep, that's what happened. Wow. But the people that notice, I don't wait for my new person to sign and drive. You guys know when you buy a car, sign and drive. You hear that? You don't want to be the sign and drive guy. Sign them up, drive away. No. Jabari, you just got started. Congratulations, brother. We're going to work together. We're going to make it happen. Check this out. I'm going to send you an 8-minute welcome video from the president. It's a welcome video / next steps. I want you to watch that. It's only 8 minutes long. You have a couple minutes right now, Jabari? Notice how I ask it. Let's say we're on a video call or in person. I go like this. You have a couple minutes right now, and I'm nodding my head, like trying to get him to agree with me that he does indeed have 8 minutes. You got a couple minutes right now, right? Yeah, awesome. Here's what I'm gonna do. Watch this video. I'm gonna call you back in 9 minutes. Sound fair enough? Awesome. Boom. I'll say things like, I'm gonna send you this 8-minute video, Jabari, and I'm gonna call you back in 9 or 10 minutes because here, brother, at Build, we're about taking action and helping people make money. Sounds good. Here you go. Boom. And I call him back. Pretty good stuff, huh, Jabari? Yes, it was. Awesome, brother. Let's schedule your Fast Start training. Fast Start training is going to be like less than an hour long, right? How soon can you get on Fast Start training? Here's the deal. Fast Start training, for your notes, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, Fast Start training is in the Build Resource app. Here we go. Watch this. Training videos, Fast Start training. There it is, number 52. So you got Fast Start training every hour on the hour. It looks like it's live, but it's not. So you get people started on it. Or number 53, you've got the Fast Start recorded Fast Start training. Remember, there's people that make things happen. There's people that let things happen. And there's people that wonder what the heck just happened. So the person that makes things happen says, Jabari, let's take out your calendar. When are you available to go through a Fast Start training? I need about an hour of your time. Jabari says, how about today at 2? Perfect. Today at 2 sounds good. I literally could go, let's meet up at 2 on buildfaststart.com. He thinks it's live. It looks like it's live, but it's not live. Or I could just say, great. I'm going to send you over the recorded Fast Start training so you can watch it. Okay. And then we'll get on the phone afterwards so we could game plan. Does that sound fair enough? Yes. But I'm making things happen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not letting things happen. I'm not letting him like little by little get out. Does that make sense? I already made him watch that 8-minute video that told him what the next steps are. Outlined them clearly. You should know what those next steps are. So after they watch the video, you can go ahead and continue to move them down the line. In that video, guess what we also talk about? We also talk about joining the WhatsApp group. The links are in the description of that video, by the way. We tell them about joining the Facebook group. If you're not on the Facebook group, you better join the Facebook group. Make sure you answer the questions. Okay? So we tell them about that. We tell them what the schedules are. The Monday trainings, the Tuesday and Thursday business overviews. We give them the schedule, and I even tell them in the video, pause this video and open up your calendar and put it on there. You know why? Because winners do what winners do. Write that down. That should be not only be a quote you remember, that should be a philosophy, ladies and gentlemen, a philosophy that you live by. Winners do what winners do. Hey, man, why are you so on point and fast and making things happen? Brother, sister, winners do what winners do, man. This is how I'm programmed. I'm programmed to do what needs to get done when it needs to get done with no procrastination. Because guess what? Procrastination is a cornerstone of poverty. Write that down. That's also a philosophy in my brain that I live my life by. Procrastination is a cornerstone to poverty. In January of last year, there was a procrastination group in Los Angeles, California. Had 1,000 people. They all simultaneously agreed to put it off till next year. So they're going to start in 2026, this procrastination group. It's a procrastination group that wants to help themselves on how to not procrastinate. They were going to meet January 2025. They decided to put it off to January 2026, right? So procrastination group. So right on cue. That was a joke, by the way. I think some of you guys will get that later in the day. The procrastination group decided to put it off for the next year. Some of y'all are going to get it around Thanksgiving. Oh, I get what JC was saying. It's all right. So just having some fun here, family. Okay. Getting people started right. Very important. The next one is, okay, you got them started right. They went through Fast Start training. They did their launch event. they either hit the superstar bonus or they attempted to hit the superstar bonus. Think about it. 2 recruits, 5 customers. Imagine this. I recruit my brother, my sister. I don't have a sister, but let's say I recruit my 2 brothers. Boom, boom. Great. Jennifer, what services do we need in the house? Well, we can get the internet. We've been thinking of switching to this other company, and looks like Build offers it. That's 1 point. Great, let's get it. We want faster internet too. Let's get the Zeta box. That's 2 points. Great. Let's get the water system. We need water. We buy bottled water. That's another 2 points. So that's 4 points. Great. I need 1 more point. Let me sell. Let me see who needs some of the services that I've got. And it covers in the faster train how to do it. Bang. I just hit it. So I made all of those commissions, even the commissions on the services I sold myself. I made all of those commissions. I tagged the proper mentors. I made all of those commissions. The fast start commissions as well. And the company pays me an additional $500 in bonus for getting off the blocks fast, for having a superstar achievement in my first 30 days. Now, what is the ongoing system? Now that you got them ongoing, 8 points. By the way, shout out to all of you that share the 8 points daily. And if you don't share them daily and you forget, that's fine. But share your 8 points. I want to give a shout out to Tim Neal, Erica Neal, so many. But these 2 people, I recognize them often because there's some of the people that I consistently see sharing their 8 points, and they've been doing it for a long time. Leslie Johnson is another one. Always sharing. Jen is another one. Always sharing the points. Matter of fact, I'm going through here. Amanda. These are people who just shared it today. Erica. Tim. Okay, so all of you guys, congratulations, because that's what it takes to win. Here's the 8 points. Here's how you know that you are on track doing the proper activities. You should know the 8-point system. This is the 8-point system. All of you guys, congratulations. You earned 1 point for being on here today. Do personal development, whether that's a podcast you listen to, whether you're going through these trainings, whether you're reading a book, that's a point. You're prospecting. Every hour you're prospecting is a point. Getting an affiliate is a point. Every time you prospect somebody for the business, you do a follow-up or a 3-way call, that's 2 points. If I prospect Erica, and just by prospecting her, I got 2 points. Okay? I send her the video, sizzle video, let's say. I follow up on her to make sure she saw the video. That's another 2 points. Okay? Let's say she's interested. I got a 3-way call. I do a 3-way call with somebody. That's another. With one person, I could get 6 points, right? So here's a list of the 8-point system, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So, and then finally, the resource guide. So it's Saturday. We don't want to take a whole lot of time here, but just know this. You've got the tools to build a business. We've got the services that are more exciting than ever before, ladies and gentlemen. People are looking for an opportunity. People are looking to make more money. So even if it's, most network marketing companies have an opportunity for people, right? Sure. But not everybody wants to necessarily build a business, recruit people, and sell services. Well, we have one up on those companies, which is what? Our trading services. Now people have the ability to learn a skill to make money without participating in recruiting or selling. We've got a tremendous opportunity, and this is international. Who do you know in Africa? Who do you know in South America? Who do you know in Asia? Who do we know? Who do our people know? Now, I'm going to give you guys a teaser, and then I'm going to open it up for questions. I was going to wait to give you this advice because I'm trying it out myself. But I've got a friend of mine who's in town from Florida, and I spent a day and a half with him earlier this week. Former network marketer, and now he's has a different business, but he says, JC, if I was building a network marketing business, I would be on Alignable. Write that down. Alignable. Alignable is a social media platform similar to LinkedIn, but better. Here's what he says. He says, listen, Alignable has a free version and a paid version. I am going to get on there. And he says, and I meet network marketers there all the time. We know that networking, some of the skills that we need for building a business is finding new prospects. Can we agree? Finding new prospects. Alignable has a free membership. There's free membership. There's $30 a month, $50 a month, and like $80 a month. The free one, though, you could do this. It's called Smart Connects on Alignable. Smart Connects is on Alignable. It's like a Zoom. I see JD is laughing because he's probably familiar. It's on Zoom. Okay, good. Tim is also familiar. It's on Alignable, but it's like a Zoom, and you got groups that you could join, and they do live networking one-on-one, 7 minutes. Person gets on, tells you for 3.5 minutes what they do. You tell them for 3.5 minutes what they do, and you get 6 or 7 of those per meeting. So imagine meeting other business people, and you each have 3.5 minutes to tell the other person about what you do. So I met with him literally for a couple of hours. We were talking about this particular subject. So I have another meeting with him. I said, I need you to show me, because I'm going to get on there and I'm going to talk about our services. And I want you to help me develop the scripts, and I'm going to also develop them because I am going to do it myself. Because he says, listen, one of the keys to network marketing is finding new prospects. So yes, we have to contact our list and always meet new people. But nowadays with today's tools, there's a lot of tools that you can use. And it's all about networking. We network on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. We already do that, right? And this gentleman, by the way, is doing very, very good. He says Alignable is the #1 tool that I use for getting prospects for my business. And he's in sales and marketing, right? He does sales and marketing, designs websites for companies. He says, I get so much business from there. He says, when you get the paid version, though, you have your algorithms. You put your ideal prospect, and they put those in front of you. You don't have any repeats. With the free one, you'll get repeats and you'll get whatever you get, which is still fine. So he says, I would encourage people to start with the free one. And as they get the hang of it, then they could choose to upgrade if they want to. So I just want to drop that nugget for you. For those of you guys that are looking to meet more people, it's called Alignable, like align and then above, right? So I just want to share that with you. So with that being said, I want to take the next 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, to open up for questions. Whether you have questions about the packs or you have questions about any of the training, let's go ahead and open up the last 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up, let you go out and enjoy your Saturday. Can you guys unmute, or are you not able to unmute? Thomas is asking me about Donnie Pipp's coffee and charts. Let me go ahead and check on that. I don't want to give you an answer right now, Thomas, but I'm going to go ahead and check on that for you. That's a great question. Okay. Candy just re-signed up on Alignable. Yeah, listen, the Smart Connects is the biggest thing for me on Alignable that I find value. By the way, are you guys able to unmute or no? Let's see. Okay, you should be able to now.
Now we can.
There you go. All right. Who has the first question? Go ahead, JD. And raise your hand. Put the little virtual hand up, and then I'll just go in order. Go ahead, JD.
Okay, sir. Great training, sir. Thank you for everything. The whole team there, man. God, I'm excited. I'm excited. So here's my question. It's not about this training, but I know we had mentioned before we'll get some updates on Zeta. And I was just wondering about that, sir.
Yeah, great question. So our team had a meeting in Utah this week regarding Zeta. So we are going to have some updates regarding Zeta in the next week or two. So that's what literally Mr. Pacheco, Mr. Navarro, and a couple of our executives just came back yesterday from Utah with that. So let us finalize that, but we're on it, right? So yes.
I was trying to answer the question. What was that?
Go ahead. Who else had their hand raised?
Okay.
Okay, looks like we're done. If there's no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get back to your day. If you do have a question, feel free to raise your hand here, your virtual hand, and we'll get it going. But I hope you guys got some value from today's training, ladies and gentlemen. Let's build right now. I'll just end by saying this. It is very important, Mr. Pacheco addresses. The end of the year is so important. He mentioned Thanksgiving is only one day. Christmas, New Year's are only one day. Too many people, ladies and gentlemen, get into holiday mode way longer than they should. Take that day or two during the holidays to get off. But guess what? Stay in momentum, because here's my analogy I use for the holidays. My analogy is These are spike strips. Thanksgiving is a spike strip on your business. Not only you, but your team. You don't want to slow down and then just kind of like restart from nothing. Christmas and New Year's is a big spike strip. So the question is this: you are in your vehicle, your build vehicle, going at how many miles an hour do you want to hit these spike strips? Because January is where we enter the new year. Do you want to enter the new year with momentum? Do you want to enter the new year at 50 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour? If you start to build momentum right now, talk to more people, recruit more people, get people launch events, right? Get people started, get people selling. You want to hit these spike strips, so to speak, at 80 miles, 100 miles an hour. That way, come January 1st, you're not starting at 20 miles an hour. You're starting at 60, 70, 80 miles an hour. Don't make the mistake, because there's a lot of people that go into the holidays. They go away for the holidays and they don't come back, or they don't recover. I'm telling you, not only that, the reason why you want to enter January with momentum is because guess what? A lot of people, they make New Year's resolutions, right? One of the top resolutions are lose weight, make money. Lose weight, make money. People are looking to make more money. You want to make sure that you are in momentum, not only because your team is building, but mentally be in momentum. There's a difference too, where we're mentally momentum. I've made this mistake where I stop my building and I give myself permission. Oh, it's okay. I'm going to take the whole last 2 weeks off, or the whole last week of the year off. Plus, I gave myself some time off for Thanksgiving, because guess what? That's what everybody else is doing. Guess what? Everybody else doesn't financially win in life like the 6 and 7 figure earners. There's a reason why 7 figure earners are 7 figure earners, right? The decisions that we make, right? And then come January, when I would do that, I would start and I'd realize, man, I'm kind of starting from nothing now. I don't really have a whole lot going on, because my team did what I did. I slowed down, my team slowed down. I don't really have prospects in the pipeline to follow up with. I got to start from scratch. So now that grind of getting back into momentum, don't do that, guys. Get into momentum, build momentum, right? That would be my recommendation. Hit that new year with momentum. So anyways, with that being said, I think we had a great Super Saturday today. Let's build. Let's keep building. Let's recruit. Let's focus. Let's take what we learned today and go and apply it. Have a great day, everybody. I love you guys. Enjoy your Saturday.
Recording stop.